Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Against All Odds main event of the evening. It is for the Impact World Championship, scheduled for one fall. When the bell rings, your referee, Daniel Spencer. Introducing first, the corner to my left, he is the challenger, accompanied by Diener, and representing Violent by Design, the undefeated Joe Doering. His opponent to my right, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, he is the defending Impact World Champion, the walking weapon, Josh Alexander.
Look at the grizzly bear standing across the ring from Josh Alexander. How does the standard, the Impact World Champion, Josh Alexander, topple the monster tonight?
Well, first and foremost, it's by not underestimating Joe Doering. You see the conviction with which Joe Doering stared at that title. It is not necessarily unfamiliar territory with him as far as championships go. This is a world champion in Japan, a former Triple Crown All-Japan champion, continuing the legacy of many foreigners who came into the land of Japan and dominated, like Stan Hansen, Big Van Vader, continuing that legacy, dominating all over Japan, and now wishes to take that kind of intensity to Josh Alexander.
Alexander backs out of the corner before the count of 5 here. You can see Alexander just measuring Joe Doering as best he can. Doering is trying to give Alexander as little space as possible. Every opportunity, he's backing up Alexander into the ropes or into the corner.
You see, Joe Doering is not intimidated at all by Josh Alexander. Not letting him breathe here.
And just look at Alexander having to leap up to grab the headlock there against Doering, and the 300-pounder just shies away. Alexander, and dumps the champion out of the ring.
Alexander came off the ropes there full speed, collided with Doering. Doering didn't move.
Alexander back inside the ring. Title can only change hands via pinfall or submission inside the ring. The actions of Diener and Doering immediately following Slammiversary after we'd gone off the air. The brilliant matchup between Alexander and Young. Alexander defending his Impact World Title. The question has been raised whether or not that was a design created by Eric Young for Diener and Doering to jump Alexander, or if these two acted out on their own.
Oh! Well, as you alluded to earlier, Eric Young not here, very conspicuous by his absence. As we've so often heard in this business, is Eric Young.
Whoa! Went for a big close. Doering leapt at Alexander and is now out on the apron.
Well, Alexander, boom, has done his homework. Doering likes to clean house with that crossbody.
Oh! Doering bulldozes Alexander.
Just when Josh Alexander thought he had Joe Doering's number, the beast rises and takes him out.
Doering's got a 10 count to get Alexander back inside the ring here, but he's going to use as much time as he can to inflict punishment on Alexander.
Meanwhile, Diener out there flashing that VBD flag, not only to his partner Joe Doering to inspire him, but in the face of Josh Alexander to remind him just what he is fighting.
Ray, well, you've been in the ring with some gigantic wrestlers over the years. How do you withstand this type of damage?
You just hope that you're tough enough. I wasn't, I'll tell you that much. Josh Alexander is on a totally another level, but look at the position that Joe Doering has him in. You hear those sickening thuds of the forearms, these elbow drops, the kicks.
Look at this, into the cover to win the title, and a kick out by Alexander.
Every one of them heavier than your average wrestler here in Impact Wrestling.
Going to the chest and one big chop. Doering revels Alexander.
takes others many, only takes Joe Doering one.
Oh, look at this off the ropes, and there's the elbow.
And remember, with that elbow comes all the weight, all that momentum.
There's the cover, kick out by Alexander after the double barrel thunder there by Joe Doering.
You're not only dealing with this physical beast that is Joe Doering, you're dealing with someone who's been under the thumb, the tutelage, whatever you want to say, of Eric Young. Imagine what that does to someone's mind. We've seen Diener, Eric Young, and Joe Doering all together. We know how twisted they can be. So take that and combine it with the sheer mass of humanity that is Joe Doering, and it is dangerous beyond imagination.
Oh, Diener like a jackal at ringside. He tangled with Alexander last week on Access TV right after the loss by Young at Slammiversary. Doering just stalking the champion, count of 4. When that big grizzly bear just stares at you and you're the official, I don't know how you
just back up, give him the space he needs, because you do not want to be in Joe Doering's way.
Doering taking his time here. He's gotten this match to the pace that he wants. Oh, kick right to the face there by Alexander. A little bit of a window here. Oh, for the man who's been called the Iron Man of Impact Wrestling. Oh, and Diener grabbing at the bird as the official was checking on Doering.
You knew it was going to happen at some point as Doering comes crashing in on the world champion.
Oh, what a clothesline. Drops the elbow.
A little extra
to
leverage.
Win the title, kick out by Alexander.
This is a different pace of matchup than Alexander's been used to in recent months.
And look at this, Alexander knows he's got to break down Doering. He's got to cut down the proverbial redwood here in this matchup. Doering fires back with one big shot.
That's right, for every 3 or 4 of Josh Alexander's, it's one of Doering's that puts the fight to an end for a moment.
Oh, look at that, Alexander is just trying to keep Doering at bay here. Oh,
there's a punch upside the jaw, wobbles Doering just a little bit.
Oh, knee to the back of the neck, and this is critical for Alexander. Doering is down on the mat.
And this is one of the first times that Doering's been off his feet, with the exception of one earlier when that crossbody to the floor from Alexander.
And now Alexander back up to his feet, as is Doering, in pursuit of the Impact World Champion.
Surprisingly, you saw Josh Alexander there begging, goading Joe for this kind of fight here. A slugfest, not something I'd recommend doing with Joe Doering at any time. Trying to get that 300-pounder up there for the German suplex. It's gonna take a whole lot of strength there. Rebound, got him! Using the momentum of Doering off the ropes, and now looking to chain these together.
Alexander not done. Oh my God! Whoa. Northern Lights! Doering able to kick out. I can't believe we just saw that.
After being unable to hit the first German suplex, being able to turn it around into this, the Northern Lights suplex, center of the ring, but Doering manages to stay in this one.
And now look at Alexander. He's going after the left leg and the ankle here. He's trying to set up for the ankle lock on Doering.
And I gotta say, that's a smart move. Someone the size, the human redwood, that is Joe Doering. And there it is, Tom, the ankle lock in the center of the ring.
Big opportunity here for Josh Alexander, but look at the way Doering sends Alexander out of the ropes.
It's a big opportunity for Alexander to put Doering away, but this is a huge opportunity for Doering to bring the World Championship into the fold of Violent by Design.
Oh my God.
Both men slugging it out. in no man's land here out on the apron.
Oh, and a big clothesline. And there goes Alexander back into the ring.
And once again, Alexander firing off a couple chops. All it took was one clothesline to take Alexander off his feet and back into the ring.
Oh my God, oh my God. I can't believe, look at where Doering's headed. Doering's headed to the top turnbuckle. We almost never see Doering do this.
And maybe it was a little bit of the work Josh Alexander done to the ankle of Joe Doering. Made it a little bit tougher to climb to the top rope, but either way, Alexander stops him on his way up.
Look at Alexander trying to rip the big man off the top turnbuckle. Oh my God, he got him over! The superplex!
Joe Doering was fighting him all the way, and now looking to load up that C4 spike.
Oh, there's Diener trying to get involved.
A little distraction from Diener, and now another crossbody, sending Diener to the floor.
Trying to dispatch Diener. Now goes up top. Eyes on the monster. Oh, caught. Oh, and dumped. Another elbow. Here's the cover to win the title in a kick out.
Alexander fighting a battle on two fronts here, as I think we always knew it would be.
Now Doering has got to figure out how he takes advantage of this window of opportunity.
The twisted eyes of Joe Doering, looking maybe for a powerbomb or something, but Alexander twisting out.
Oh, could have been thinking about the Revolution bomb that made him famous in Japan.
We're looking for that German suplex again, and this is what Alexander's going to have to rely on. The wrestling ability. Right there, another one looking to chain these again. But it's a lot of mass. It's a mass of humanity. He's got to move around there as he goes again. That's two.
Holding on to the monster. Another German.
Alexander gets the hat trick and is now starting to build some much-needed momentum.
On Alexander, he went for the boot there. Oh, and a clubbing blow to the back of the head by Doering.
And this is nuts. Alexander just leveled 3 German suplexes in a row on Joe Doering. Joe Doering gets to his feet, one clubbing blow, and down goes Alexander.
Now up onto the shoulders. Dropping Alexander, the DVD. He's thinking about the lariat, the chain of sorrow. Oh, and this is blocked.
Holding on to Josh Alexander. Oh!
Alexander, he got a piece of Doering.
But was it enough as Doering builds down the ledge? There's that crossbody!
Like a bullet train and kick out by Alexander.
And great positioning, fell right into that cover, but it wasn't quite enough. Take a look here. Boom! That flying crossbody at full speed.
There's the DVD, standing DVD. There it is, the lariat, the chain of sorrow by Doering.
Turning the world champion inside out, folding like a piece of paper. Could this be a new champion?
Under the cover to win the title. Alexander gets the shoulder up in time.
Joe Doering, look into his eyes. He wants to put this one away.
All the elements of Doering's arsenal that made him unstoppable in Japan coming into play here in this matchup. Now thinking about the Revolution bomb. Oh, Alexander, he goes back to the legs.
Back to the ankle lock.
There it is.
Trying to chop the tree down. Trying to rip it off one branch at a time.
Is Doering going to submit?
Doering has never submitted in Impact Wrestling. Never been pinned or submitted.
Oh, now grapevining the leg.
Putting his weight onto that leg of Joe Doering, who now has to pull the weight of 2 men if he wants to get to the rope.
right, now look at this. Kicks right to the lower of the back here by Alexander. But, oh my God, Doering is standing up out of the ankle lock.
What incredible strength from Doering. Literally just stands his way out of the ankle lock because nobody's been able to do that before.
Lariat cover to win the title, and Alexander's still in it.
That clubbing lariat nearly knocking Josh Alexander out cold. My mind is blown. Everybody you see desperately crawls for the ropes, tries to get out of the ankle lock in some fashion. Joe Doering just stood up and said, nope, I'm done.
And once again, Doering wants the power bomb. Going for a third attempt, running the Revolution bomb again, but Alexander keeps slipping down the back. Oh!
And that drop kick right to the ankle one more time. Keep trying to soften that up. Keep the big man off his feet, keep him less mobile. Because once you get Joe Doering standing tall, it's hard to bring him down. And once he's back to his feet once again.
Oh, and just a standing lariat. This has got to be longer than any match Doering has had ever here in Impact.
And he is unleashing an unreal amount of punishment on the world champion in doing so.
And listen, Alexander is doing his damage to the monster of Violent by Design. It's evident, but still, Doering keeps coming. Oh my God, went for another lariat there. Alexander blocking this.
Doering is like the monster in your worst nightmare. It just doesn't stop coming. And Josh Alexander is living that nightmare right now.
Just battering Alexander in the corner. The champion has to get out of dodge. And again takes Doering off his feet.
He needs to laser focus on that ankle. He needs to stay like a hound dog on that ankle if he wants to put him away. He's looking for that C4 spike right now, though.
Trying to take away the base. C4 spike! C4 spike! Alexander puts down the monster.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, and still Impact World Champion, the Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander.
Alexander did what he had to do to take away the base of Joe Doering and snap the undefeated streak of Violent by Design's monster here in Impact Wrestling.
But take a look back here, the C4 spike that ended it all and handed Joe Doering his first loss in Impact Wrestling. Take a look one more time. Boom! Planted center of the ring. But take nothing away from Joe Doering. That was one of the damnedest performances I've ever seen.
At Slammiversary, he took out Young, and against all odds, he took out Doering. The Impact World Champion Josh Alexander reigns supreme tonight at Against All Odds.